So if you see, this is a typical suction line. Okay, this is the line connecting with the pump nozzle with the eccentric reducer, which is located here. We are having one T-type strainer here and with one block valve along with some draining arrangement. Okay, so this is a typical piping arrangement for suction line. So suction line is usually one or two sizes larger than the pump nozzle, so that the suction should be flooded. As we have discussed in previous video, we have discussed we have to avoid cavitation here. So we want this to be flooded always. So there will be no chance of cavitation. So suction line shall typically consist of the following. One block valve will be there to make the pump inline or offline or standby. The purpose of this block valve is to make the pump inline, offline or standby. Okay. The strainer T-type, Y-type or conical strainer to filter out the foreign materials such as sand, scales, etc. Strainers can be permanent or temporary one. Okay, we are talking about this strainer. This can filter out all the sand, scales and all this stuff. So it can be permanent or it can be temporary one. Eccentric reducer. So this is centric reducer. Eccentric reducer with flat side up. Now this is a typical thing which we need to remember. The strainer, the reducer should be flat side up. Why it should be flat side up? To avoid the vapor pocket. We don't want to have any kind of vapor pocket here. So it should be smooth and it should be flat at top. Flat side down reducer on pump section line can cause bubble or vapor formation at top. If you see here, this is a concentric reducer. There is a formation of bubble at this point. This is eccentric reducer with flat face down. There is a bubble formation here. When it is a flat face up, there is no blood formation of bubble and the flow is smooth. Okay, the same may get into the bubble causing impeller. Once this bubble formation is there, then it will enter into the pump and it will cause impeller impingement. Concentric reducers are not used to avoid cavitation problem. We are not using the concentric reducers at pump nozzle. So flat side down, this one we can use only for slurry lines. Otherwise, we are going ahead with this configuration. Okay, we have already discussed the concept of cavitation, so I'm not going into detail for that. So we are avoiding cavitation and avoiding vapor formation at this point. So that is why we are using eccentric reducer at pump nozzle. Okay, we want this line to be flooded, so that's why we are having one size larger as compared to pump suction nozzle. Okay, so this is a typical configuration of pump suction line. So this is a list of fundas which we have already covered under a 2-minute funda series, where we are trying to cover the topic within 2 minutes. In few cases it is exceeding more than 2 minutes, but we are trying our best to cover it within 2 minutes. Okay, we have recently started this series under the same oil and gas funda knowledge sharing platform. Earlier we had covered our 14 topics along with 62 videos. Okay, now we have covered we have started this series 2-minute funda and we have added more than 100 videos here. So into altogether we have more than 200 videos now. I'm sure you are watching it under standard and HD format along with the subtitles. Many more are on the way, so stay tuned. I'm sure you are enjoying the videos. So see you in the next part.